Get good, Scrubs.
Welcome to part 75.
I like the script.
Wait, didn't you open the last part with that?
No. I was getting ready to say, get good, Scrubs. Oh, wait, they're dead.
Oh my god! Anyway, welcome to part 75 of Tales of the Abyss.
The god generals are dead. I can make fun of them as much as I want.
Well, 3 of them are.
One's locked up, and the other one fell into the void.
And one of them is telling us to go kill Van, so we're gonna listen to that one and go kill Van.
That one's too busy stroking himself to even do anything.
Things would get settled a lot faster if you didn't keep talking about what we're gonna be going to do.
Let's go kill Van. Yeah, one step. Let's go kill Van. Yeah, one step. Let's go kill Van. Yeah.
Go kill Van. I get it. We're going to kill Van.
Let me write it down on my freaking handy dandy notebook so I remember. God.
What was I doing again? God damn it, Annis.
No, it's Italia looking at the Urban Dictionary. What's 420 mean?
Okay, no.
My
Anyways,
question is, here's my question: Why didn't Noel park the Albior in the port when there's a grassy plain right there?
Because she didn't think about it.
We can fly now. We can park in grass, you know. I'm just saying.
I mean, there's a reason Namco put that one piece of grassland right there.
Seriously. It's right there. Use it.
The 2-minute walk back to the port's not going to kill you.
It will if there's snow treants everywhere. Yes, there will be, actually.
By this point, you should be strong enough to deal with them.
I don't care. I don't like snow treants. They can go burn.
I have 4 grass chambers, by the way. Apparently, I should have 5, according to you.
Yeah, I found an extra grass chamber in Mount Reno while exploring.
I missed a lot of shit in Mount Reno, apparently.
And that was from me using the back entrance, by the way.
And
you haven't touched this since we started.
I can always go back to Mount Reno eventually. And I'm actually going to use one of my green... I think I'm going to... Yeah, I am. I think I decided to use a green one here.
Yeah, you should. You really should use one for a light spear cannon.
Yeah, because it costs a lot of TP.
And I guess if you want, you can put one on Slag Assault if you really want to. And there's no reason for... Why are you putting it on Healing Circle?
Because she uses Healing Circle more than you think.
My dear never uses Healing Circle. She just revitalizes everything.
Jade, you were doing so well with powering up your stuff, and then you stopped using all your arts. It's not even because I turned them off either. You just stopped using them.
I make him use them. He's a force.
I should.
He's
make
a force
him
to
use
be.
them
My Jade's a force to be reckoned with. It's like, oh, you're.
That's the problem with trying to grind your phone slot chambers is that if you don't force your AI to use their arts, they're never going to power them up.
I don't know. Annis is doing a pretty good job powering up her stuff.
Well, I mean, Annis... I would assume that Jade would be using all of his arts because he's the mage, but apparently he doesn't feel like using them.
There's a reason why my Jade's Energy Blast does 2,000 every time. I'm not too worried about it.
I doubt in this playthrough I'm actually going to max out anything. I mean...
I did.
I mean purposefully.
I did, and it demolishes everything.
It's helpful, yeah, but you don't need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I really don't.
Definitely don't need it. I don't need it.
Ah, that light is so blinding, it's really frustrating.
I think they toned down the brightness in the 3DS version.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But it's really... I mean, thankfully it's not real light, but still. Anyway, this is the Absorption Gate.
It looks like the Fortress of Solitude.
Doesn't help that it's in the middle of the ice. Doesn't help that it's in the middle of the
We're gonna go
Arctic
fight
anyway.
Bizarro.
That would be easy enough. I thought you were going to say Brainiac, and then we were like, oh shit, we're screwed.
No, Bizarro is worse than Brainiac. It's basically evil Superman.
Yeah, but they take out Bizarro all the time.
But that's Bizarro. Yeah, but by himself, it's basically another Superman, except dumber.
You're staying here all alone.
There's 6 of us and 1 of him. We'll be fine.
What could possibly go wrong? We all look at Bubsy. Shut up.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. I'll stay here and pray for your
Maybe he'll
safety.
think that the green phone slot chamber is kryptonite and freak himself out.
We'll see you when we get back.
Me am Superman. Wait.
Although Noel, just make sure you stay in the Albior and don't do anything until we get back.
Do not do anything for this entire trip.
I think we used that joke.
I don't
before.
care. It still works. Also, now there's fire everywhere.
Yeah. Also, I hate
This
this
looks like a
dungeon.
stage from Soul Calibur.
Well, it is Namco.
There's blue fire, there's red fire. Which one's hotter to you?
Well, again, it is Namco. They like to reference all their old games all the
Yeah,
time.
but have a dungeon based off it? That's kind of stretching it.
I don't think this is supposed to be I don't think this was intentionally
not.
supposed to reference Soul Calibur.
Yeah, probably not.
Kind of like how the Final Destination in Smash Bros. 4 kind of looks like it's from Soul Calibur. I don't
Three
know if that was
pendulums.
intentional or not.
Mm.
Is this the absorption gate?
But basically we have this puzzle again.
You say again?
The planet
We had this in
is
one of the
so
Sephiroth
big.
dungeons before,
What's that sparkling
where we had to get the
stuff?
colored orbs.
Oh no.
Memory particles. It's beautiful.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the memory game, round 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's this puzzle again.
hope you like memorization.
Well, it's not really memorization. It's just getting different colored orbs and putting them in a slot.
Also, more Tentacruel.
Yeah, it doesn't help that we're fighting the exact same enemy types too, just recolored for a 3rd time. I'm sorry, the Sephiroth dungeons are just really repetitive and tedious. And this isn't even technically a Sephiroth.
It really isn't.
I mean, they qualify the absorption and radiation gates as Sephiroths, but they're not really.
Yeah, so it's like, man.
If there's one negative I can give this game is they reuse the same dungeon style too many times.
That's
I mean, and that's not it's not even just this game. It's something Namco tends to do a lot.
Death by Powhammer.
Damn right.
Did someone cast Powhammer, or that just happened randomly?
I think Tyr uses Powhammer.
Well, yeah, of course. I was asking if she actually used it.
I think she did. I'm not sure though.
Because the funny thing is, there actually is a skill that exists that says sometimes randomly you'll counter an attack with Powhammer.
Yeah, that's true.
This like that is the most random skill you could ever give somebody.
At least this quote-unquote Sephiroth dungeon doesn't feel as tedious as the other ones. Because we're going to stop Van, we're not doing this just for the sake of doing it. Unlike the last 3 Sephiroths.
3.
It doesn't change the fact that we're still redoing the same dungeon a 4th time, but...
It didn't like it before, it's not gonna like it now.
I will say this is different from the other ones. It does look very similar, but they change it up enough for it to actually be noticeably different. It's just after this playthrough I realize how many times I've just noticed. I think it's because rewatching it for the commentary makes me realize, yeah, they kind of did reuse this dungeon type a little too much.
What am I even looking at? Like, seriously, what am I looking at?
It's the absorption gate.
Absorption gate, my foot. It looks like a black rainbow road.
I could say it resembles another game.
Again,
but,
I was gonna say Black Rainbow Road.
well, not just that.
No.
I mean,
This,
there was a dungeon
No.
in that game that looked strikingly similar
no,
to this one.
this came first.
I know it did. I'm just saying they reuse assets.
Just keep.
Thankfully, every time you find a colored orb, they give you the option to warp back, which makes things go a lot faster this time. Why couldn't we have this in the last 3 Sephiroth's game?
Oh, because the one is so freaking huge.
Even still, it's like it saves me so much time.
So much time and effort wasted.
No, I mean, I get that it's not that bad to just backtrack, but it gets really repetitive to backtrack like 6 times.
I'm looking at this and I keep thinking to myself that I'm gonna see Mario coming out with a go-kart anytime. just the.
I do like at least the music. At least the music is not the Sephiroth music.
Because that would just be the.
That I would have muted my gameplay if I were during recording if that were the case.
Yeah,
because
and that would be the straw.
I am really sick of the Sephiroth dungeon music. I'm sorry.
And that's the straw that broke the camel's back.
And this is coming from the person that really
No.
likes.
No.
No. This is from
Okay.
me, the person that actually likes music in Tales games. The Sephiroth dungeon just gets too repetitive to me.
Dear, stop using all your TP.
No, I forgot I set her to only heal. I'm like, no, I don't need you to heal anymore. You can actually kill things now.
I have her to set the heal 24/7.
Well, I usually only have her set to heal if I'm fighting a boss, because more often than not, normal enemies don't give me too much trouble.
And meanwhile, Lucas goes to complete derp.
That was probably a slip of the thumb on my part. I probably accidentally tapped the control stick sideways by accident.
You know, your team's not that different from mine, except replace Guy with Annis.
I typically keep Tier Jade and Guy as my main team. Every once in a while I will switch Guy out for Annis.
I always use Annis because why not?
I have you to thank for that, because I didn't realize how good Annis really was until this playthrough.
Beats the crap out of stuff, doesn't afraid of anything.
Damn right.
Let's get Octopus Head.
I am just so thankful they give you the option to warp back.
And Guy proceeds to spin dash into a Sonic game. And he's back.
He always does that.
Hi, I'm back.
Yay, Holy Lance! Thank you, Tier.
It's like, hey, I'm back. 06 was horrible.
Thank you, Jade. Please kill something with that.
Never.
Please. Well, he killed 2 out of 3 of them. No, he only killed 1. Well, still better than nothing.
You know what's funny about this? It's like I'm still remembering the fight with my fight with the God Generals before. I'm still remembering back. It's like I was comboing the heck out of like Greta, Radiant Howl, and then as soon as I finished, all of a sudden Tear goes into over limit. We're still everybody's still talking, by the way.
God damn it!
And then when it gets to Ariana's line, while she's in the middle of talking, all of a sudden Tear casts Innocent Sun. It's kind of like she's saying, "Please shut up already."
Did she die from her Mystic Heart?
Just about, actually. It was the Mystic Case that finished her off.
Oh God!
I was laughing the entire time.
It would have been more poetic justice if it was Annis that finished her off.
She didn't have access to her. She didn't have access to her over limit at the time.
Aw.
And then everybody else just ganged up on Largo, who was the only one that used an arcane art throughout the entire thing.
Unlike in my run, where they... Son of a bitch.
Not even joking. This Largo was the only one that used an arcane art, and even then, Jade was like, meh.
Damn you! And my run is proof that they can use their Mystic Arts by then.
No, you still didn't show it off because they only use it on hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can, I said they can, but you have to force them to do it.
You still have to.
I'm just.
Yeah, let's just change the subject for a bit because this is a tedious dungeon.
Yeah, kind of is.
Let's just change the subject up. So, what was your summer?
Summer? What's summer?
What is a summer? A miserable little pile of secrets.
Anyway, thankfully now I have all the stuff I need to go on to the next section. Oh, the tedium.
I'm still tedious. A lift of light was formed from this weirdly shaped sword thing.
Yay! And that kind of threw me off for a second. I'm like, wait a sec, I can actually teleport from here?
Whee!
The first time I played this dungeon, I nearly raged. I raged so much. Because this dungeon, it just goes on and on. It's ridiculous.
Floor 2. Floor 2, gift shop. Why is there a gift shop in the absorption gate? Gotta have the practice.
There you go. Like, is that really necessary? Oh wait, yes it is.
Whoa. That was close.
We were nowhere near it.
The Outer Lands may be approaching their limit.
Guy was.
That's Guy.
Annis was.
We can't allow
Again, that's
this
Guy.
to end.
You monster!
It's a trick! Don't even politics! They set that up a stage for
pretty sure Mr. Satan would stand no chance against man.
It's just a pile of trick. he says as the floor's crumbling next to him. It's just a pile of trick.
God damn it!
It's just a pile of trick. You used wires and stuff.
You mean like that? You mean like in the death battle? Frickin' Dan, what were you expecting?
It's Dan.
That's the point.
I'm just saying for everybody who's like, Dan gonna kick Turkill's butt. I'm like, it's Dan.
No, he couldn't. It was Dan.
That's all you have to say in order to sum up the entire fight. It's Dan.
It's like, he is designed to suck.
He was made as a KOF party for a reason. And apparently he's a lethal joke character in Street Fighter Alpha.
Evil joke?
No, lethal. I said lethal joke character. Yeah, he's the lethal.
So he's actually
Yeah, that was
usable.
actually his first appearance too.
Oh, that would explain
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
why he's the lethal joke character in that game. And they still play him off to be sucky in there too.
I thought he originated from Street Fighter. That was the whole point.
He did originate from Street Fighter, but he first appeared in Street Fighter Alpha. He was a secret
Okay.
character.
Okay.
And
Now this is why I hate this dungeon.
elevator.
It's too damn big, and everything looks the fucking same.
The size of this dungeon is too damn big.
It's not even being a big dungeon's not the problem. It's the fact that everything looks the same. So it's hard to tell where you've been and where you're supposed
Everything
to go.
looks the goddamn same in this goddamn dungeon.
It's true, and lucky for you, you get to see this before you get here on your playthrough.
All like I'd have a smoother time.
At least now you'll know what you're getting yourself into, considering you're literally right next to it.
Squid monster, go! Why are these things here?
Because every time a dungeon opens, and monsters crawl right in. I'm also dying. Tyr, help
Why
me,
are
please.
you dying?
I don't know.
Were you just that reckless?
I must... As she goes to target Guy, who runs away from it the second she finishes casting Healing Circle. Good job, Guy.
Why are
Way
you
to screw everything up.
I'll have to
Ooh, Flare Tornado.
I'll have to relook at the part to see what was wrong with that.
What do you mean? What was
How
wrong
you
with
lost so much health in one blink.
I think I have a status ailment. Yes, I do. I have weak.
Oh, that explains everything.
That's what it is. And what weak does in every Tails game is prevents you from getting healed. Apparently, because I tried using cure and it didn't do anything. Plus, it also lowers your defense. It also cuts your defense in half.
Oh, that explains why it looks like a giant pill bottle.
Yeah. That also explains why one hit nearly killed me.
Okay, now it makes like this plan makes so much sense.
Yeah. Weak is by far the most frustrating status ailment in all of the Tails franchise.
I never had to deal.
Because they use that in every Tails game, and it's equally annoying in every
It's
version.
actually kind of hard to notice in Symphonia because they don't really do a very good job of showing that you have it.
In Symphonia, they just put a red tint over your character's profile.
And the font for the character's health bar is also surrounded and has a red tint to it. But again, you wouldn't know.
The only time I've ever seen that happen is when I'm fighting Mythos, ironically.
And again, and even then, the game doesn't tell you what that even does, for some reason.
Like I said, the only time that ever happened was when I was fighting Mythos, because Retribution casts every status ailment on you at once.
Every 5 seconds.
Fuck that attack, by the way.
Every 5 seconds.
Fuck that attack, seriously.
What if that was turned to a What if that turned into a dance signal? Retribution.
God damn it. Ooh, pineapple gel.
I have
Could always use more of those.
16 of them.
Because they're fucking expensive.
I have 16 of them.
Fuck you.
Just saying.
You're just saying because you're goddamn rich. Because you sold that Because you sold the frickin' thing that I didn't sell.
Look at my gold. My gold is amazing.
And then you're gonna use it all up buying items before you come down through here.
Probably.
Ha! Deal with that.
Okay. You deal with not having items.
Shut up. I don't need any items. I have tier.
And what if Tier runs out of TP? What then?
Then I'll be fine. Tier? I told you to stop using force field. God
Totally
damn it.
fine.
I'm fine.
Totally fine.
I am. Look at it.
He's
Fine.
He says as he gets beat up by tentacles. He says that Tyr uses the last of her TP to use Revitalize.
It's fine. It reminds me of that episode of Rocco's Modern Life. Like, Heifer, we killed Filbert's bird. Rocco? What are you talking about? Look, he's fine. I mean, look at him. And he just falls over.
It reminds me of that comic with the dog that's in hell and everything's on fire. It's like, this is fine.
No, that episode of Rocco's Modern Life is by far my favorite episode in the entire show.
I think I know which episode it is too.
When Rocco has to take care of Filbert's bird, and his bird is an asshole.
It dies.
It dies because Heifer sits on it.
And suddenly it's raining ash.
That's great. Anyways,
suddenly it's raining ash. For some reason, we're in a volcano now.
Actually, that's supposed to be memory
It doesn't
particles.
do a very good job of showing it. It still looks like...
I'm not denying
it still
that,
looks like,
but it's supposed to imply that
still
Van
looks
is making the memory particles flow in reverse, which is going to destroy the
it
world.
looks
Hence why we're going to stop him
more
right
like ash
now.
to me.
I can understand that. Again, this is another reason why I hate this dungeon. Because everything looks the same, it's hard to tell if I'm going the right way or not.
You know, I'm kind of
This is why you see me stop for a few seconds every once in a while.
I'm kind of half expecting there to be arrows to show you where to go. Hey, look, more phone bots.
No, you actually have to kill this thing in order to progress.
I'm saying like I kind of wish there were arrows that would actually tell you where you're supposed to go. It'd be nice.
And that would make things a little too easy, but I understand what you're saying.
The reason future Tales games are so easy is because they always show you where to go. There's a reason for it, by the way.
And that's bullshit because I got lost like there was no tomorrow in Zillia 2's final dungeon.
I'm just saying that's what most people keep saying, and I'm like, that's completely false.
Especially in Xillia 2, because in Xillia 2, the final dungeon is randomized based on what team you're using. And they don't tell you that at all. You want to know how I found that out? It's because I got lost, and so I looked up a video online of someone using a completely different team than me, and they were clearing it. And I'm like, wait a second. This is a completely different dungeon. What the crap, Namco?
This is why we don't insert randomosity in RPGs. Period. RNG is one thing. When you start randomizing dungeons, that's going too far.
Now, I liked Xillia 2, don't get me wrong, but at least hint at the fact that something's going to change based on who I'm using in my team. Granted, I still beat the dungeon, but it was by trial and error, and if trial and error is your way of getting through a dungeon, that's a bad sign.
I Mega Man'd it.
You can't really Mega Man an RPG.
Yay, trial and error.
By trial and errors, I mean, like, you just keep running down the same hallway over and over until you find the right door. And that's just boring. I mean, at least with this dungeon, it's not randomized. It's just one gigantic dungeon. You just gotta figure your way around it eventually.
What if this was the inspiration for Miiverse, as a visual standpoint? What would have happened?
Oh, boy.
What? What they don't.
Hey, Red Basil. It's been a while since I got one of you guys.
What they don't tell you is that this is what Miiverse would have looked like if ran by Sony.
Ran by Sony?
I don't
what?
know. I'm being random.
This is what Miiverse would be like if it was run by Namco. What?
A dirty little pile of secrets.
Now I'm finally just deciding to use the damn basils because they've been sitting in my item inventory for a while.
So much dust. There's so much dust on these leaves.
Who to give 30 extra HP to?
All right, everybody, draw straws.
Guy, you need it.
That's what I imagine how it works. It's like we only have one red basil left. Who wants it? Everybody draw straws.
Damn it.
That's what I like to.
Goddamn surprising.
That's what I like to imagine is happening whenever you get basils.
Okay. Ironically, having Natalia in my party saves me the trouble of casting heal because she just used it for me.
I like to think that every time Luke loses in an online game, he just uses Raging Hell on the console.
Rage quits.
The ultimate rage quit.
God damn it!
You lose one match in Call of Duty and you rage quit.
Wouldn't put it past him. Shit.
Jade is good as ever. This is
Hey, and now Jade's gotten back up to the level he was at when he was originally on our team.
Lies. This kit comes up when Jade hits level 50. Even though he started at 45 at the start of the game.
Well, apparently it took him an extra 5 levels to undo the phone slot seal.
Frickin' liar.
Shut up.
No, I like to imagine you get to this point. It's like, how long have you been like that? Oh, it's been like that for a while now. You jerk. And you didn't tell us? Nope, didn't feel like it.
So it's like old guy, like, well, we still have to wait for Gohan's power. Oh, you can go. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, the ritual was done like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. God damn it. Anyways, we're not even halfway done with this dungeon yet. This dungeon's long.
Long as shit.
It's probably going to take me at least 2 or 3 more parts to beat it.
We're on part 80, we're still here.
We'll probably be finishing it on part 80. Well, see you guys then.